We're back on the video.
Yeah.
So, first of all, the Colors went to ever recap. I still didn't really give you my opinion about the ball. First of all, they was talking about me on a radio show last night. If you don't know what she's talking about, don't speak about VG. I was gonna go on here and explain the details behind the scenes of what happened between me, Alexis, and Caesar, aka Bone Throwback, but I'm not even. That's none of your business. I got my cut and I was there to do my job, and that's it. I don't need to explain nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bone Throwback for being a man of his word, and that's just it. That's just it. Shout out to first of all, Quincy Icon took the night for me for the Butch Queen Your motherfucking jacket that was D Square was over. I mean, it was a lot of people in the little Tony Milan, Josh Milan, like the girls was definitely in the building. Rico Balenciaga, Sydney Star was in the fucking place. She looked it over. That's one of your favorites.
Yes,
yeah, she looked it really nice for the what was the media horse?
Yes.
Yeah. Who you give it to? Who gave it to you?
Personally, I thought that Sydney should have won. I thought she looked lovely as usual. I just didn't think that for the category that night, you know what I mean? I don't think that was Trisha's best look. You know, she's looked 10 times better than that on a regular basis. So, I mean, I just thought that it was Sydney's night, but Trisha got it. So.
Now, what do you think about Christina, the icon, Richards winning over Naomi?
She completely deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I already know how I feel about this. But, also, about the Naomi thing, I posted in the Gag Show, about supporting her lipstick line and everything. And
that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Puda Assassin. They came to me and gave me a sample of the launch. It's a nice launch, and congratulations to what they're doing and what her movement is over.
And unfortunately, I didn't get to the ball, early enough to, purchase one. But I had told all my members to purchase one, and I hope that they did. And I just support Naomi with stuff like that. Any of our trans sisters who are doing something with their life and trying to better themselves, that is something that I'm all for. So, I support her in all of those endeavors. And but for me, I just don't feel like she should have been even walking against Christina. It doesn't look right to me. Her Vogue, I mean, as great as it is, it's new. It doesn't. But
that's what I be trying to understand. Sometimes, Janese, I be thinking that the older girls are still stuck in the past. And I'm like, it's just like, I don't know, like, I don't understand why. Why does it have to look how it looked back in the day?
No, it doesn't. But if you're calling for that category, you get what I'm saying? When you're calling for legendary performance, your Vogue should look legendary, meaning old.
And dry. I'm not saying she's dry, but I'm just saying that some of them are dry.
People think that Vogue in general is dry. Like for me, I think old way is dry. You get what I'm saying? The old way they used to Vogue, and mind you, before Vogue, it was called presentation, and they simply just did that and that and that. You know what I mean? So that would to us would look dry. Right. You know what I mean? So I get that, but when you're calling for specifically legendary Vogue, bitch, your Vogue needs to look legendary. I'm talking about your look personally, what you looking like. Your Vogue needs to look legendary. And Naomi's Vogue does not look like that. Right. It's new. It's new school. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. But.
Shout out to Amina, Ms. Rahi. I loved everything. Myers. I loved everything about it. I loved how she came out. I love the new movement for you. Shout out to you, Amina, Ms. Rahi. That was an uproar. I guess that you could say that was a big highlight of the ball. I mean, how many categories did they get though?
I stayed till the end. So, but. I didn't really pay much attention.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the balls like that. That's how I hit Little James up for that. Yeah. She should be doing something shortly as well. Shout out to Little James.
I think they got to like maybe 10 categories or something like that.
10 categories? Oh, okay.
But I will say this. For the ball gave you the feeling of ball. You know what I'm saying? The girls were in there. The energy was up. Everyone that you wanted to see, was there. It was like the energy and the whole feel of that ball gave me what a ball is. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a shame that, the cops were carrying, they didn't get their categories and start on time, blah, blah. And I think for the hype, it didn't live up to the hype. Right. But as far as if you wanted a real ball, that was on a ball.
Right. Shout out to Red Snapper, too. We had a lovely talk in the building. I love that lady. It was a lot of, shout out to everybody who showed me so much love. It was just so much love. I felt loved. I had a good time. But I had fun more at the Rumble Ball. I don't know, the Rumble Ball was just more, I don't know, maybe I just had more, my girls were with me. I was just having fun. Yeah. It was just fun to me. I was just drained. And it was so much going on. And I don't know, it just wasn't giving me, I don't know. But shout out to everybody from all out of town who came up to support. And, sorry for the people who couldn't get in. It was some people couldn't even get in. People was getting tickets. They said the girls were calling the cops. It was just a lot of drama and controversy over this ball. It was. Now, Janese, we were talking behind the scenes about how some people talk to you behind the scenes and say that you're a legend or you're this and you're that. What do you want to say?
Everybody does that to me. You understand? Everyone does it. I can say differently for this ball. At least people were speaking up out loud on the panel. The whole panel, besides Stewart, basically, were saying, let her through, la la la. And then, they all came up to me afterwards. But what I do feel sometimes is that they play politics as well. Mm-hmm. First of all, Jack, you are the one who deemed me. You could have at least said, yes, the bitch is legend, but Stewart doesn't see it. It's his personal thing, and he doesn't see it. And guess what? I could have taken my chops down, whatever, but you could have said it, Mm-hmm. Caesar, you could have said, let her walk. People do it all the time. When it's a ball and the judge is either not paying attention or just made a shady call. Mm-hmm. The person who throws the ball has the right to overrule that and say, you know what, let the bitch through. Right. So I don't like when people do that. Don't come to me. And then you told me myself, Caesar said, I think you're legendary, obviously. So bitch, if you think I'm legendary, then why wasn't I legend at your ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, speak up if you feel that way, That's all I'm saying, because I would. If it's my people's and I felt that way, I would. But I realize everybody is not all, raucous and whatever. But it would be nice. If that's the case, then don't say anything to me either.
Right.
Just don't say anything. But don't come to me like, oh, that was bullshit, and you sitting right there and letting the bullshit happen.
Right. Now, I want to get into Sisters versus Twister versus Sister. Moo Ebony, bitch, you came too Vogue. Like, I love you. But I think the attitude sometimes, you were sitting, but that attitude cannot get you far. When you're doing all that extra shit on the... when people do performance and yelling and making all these faces and just your attitude, I don't know, it's just not appealing. Do you know people, what I'm talking about? Like, people attitudes when they voguing and all that and doing extra after you, like, just too much. It's too much for me. But shout out to Moon when she was voguing. Shout out to Little James, you won, she was voguing. Shout out to Mike.
Little James, so cute.
The Icons was definitely reloaded, though. I definitely had to say they was reloaded. Shout out to the house. I'm trying to think. I couldn't really, because like I said, I was moving around, walking around.
Right.
I don't want to, I know I'm biased to certain categories because I don't look at the runway, I don't look at the sex siren, but I would say shout out to Antonio, I'm sorry. Antonio and Lola, Ms. Raw, he did the team, and they looked nice. So shout out to y'all, no shade. Now, Janese, what's next for you in this ballroom? Because, are you striving for icon?
I'm giving you legend. How am I get icon?
Oh shit! I'm just saying, are you gonna continue coming out, working this category? How are you?
Okay, at this point, it's such a throw up because I'm a performer first, and I do this for my fans. You understand? Mm-hmm. There are people who want to see me. They don't care if you think I'm legend or not. There are people who came to see me. So I feel a responsibility towards those people. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I do for an income. This is what I do. And like I said, it's so funny to me that I can get paid to Vogue and perform places, and I don't get the respect that I deserve in ballroom. It's just so weird. But regardless of that, I feel like I don't think they deserve me anymore. I'm bigger than ballroom now. I don't think they deserve my talent anymore at this point. Like I said, I might feel different next week. And I've been getting a lot of advice from different icons and people telling me, you should just come out and walk regular film performance then. Walk grand prize and just make them know it. If y'all don't know it, in 15
you shouldn't have to
years,
do all that, though.
You're never going to know it. Yeah, exactly. I've shown enough, enough. So I'm at the point now where I'm just figuring out if I even want to continue with this thing, or if I've done it to where it can be done and it can't be taken any higher, I don't feel like I'm going to keep on forcing myself on people,
Right.
There's people that want that and pay for it.
Right. No. And shout out to all the film queens that was at that ball, that was sitting, and the name
My daughter's Anya. You looked lovely. I love you.
Before we end this real quick, Janese, what's your status with Kelly right now? Kelly and Ms. Rahi, what's the status? Because I know y'all always be back and forth. Is there any...
I don't think about Kelly on my normal day-to-day life. Okay. I don't. She's nobody to.
She's not on the radar for you. Not on your radar.
Right. Not at all.
Okay. Well, everybody, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Janese, what's some of your information they can follow you on Facebook and your show, the Gag Show, and
yes, and shout out to all my gagsters. I love you guys. I don't do all that extra media, Twitter, and all that stuff, but you can catch me on Facebook. I'm Janese Zion. And Gag Show, all that mother gag.
Shout out to the lovely Paris Gotti. And you know, just shout out to the wonderful people out there. Shout out to Dante Balenciaga. He got something major coming up next year, so shout out to you. I'm not gonna say what it is. Shout out to Asia Balenciaga. You look lovely at the Cultures Went to Ever Ball. Just always stunning. And you know, just like I said, you guys, it's still more and more and more with my show. I have hot guests, and I got some other things in the making. And just keep on following me, you guys. You will be surprised.
Hey.